Collective, welcome. It's another Monday. It's another Monday has arrived. I got a great reading for you. Messages. Okay, so let's get into it. Basically, right off the bat, it goes straight into divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So there's like a divide. Number one, there's a divide. Take what messages resonate, leave behind what doesn't. This is going to be pretty much oracle and gemstone messages, okay? So we got the divide of the masculine energy, starting off with gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. Here we go. Same theme, abundance 3 days in a row. I know did I miss Saturday? I did Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday. 3 days in a row, gratitude, gratitude, attitude, and abundance. Lovely energy. So this is I would say this is a divine masculine. Divine masculines are in gratitude right now. Okay, there's a lot of contemplation going on, self-observance. We got that yesterday. This is Lyrian energy. We're still in Leo energy. Lyra, Leo, Lion. Living in the now. Okay, great energy, A5. Do like this. Parallel. Dolphin. So they want to be playful, but they're actually being spiritually more serious. They're taking their spirituality more serious. Excuse me, spiritual birds. Living in the now. I'm getting like surfer energy. You know, like they're being more emotional, more open to their emotions, because here we have logic and reason, 26. Their money, I think their money's funny. Vega. I think this has, I think being led by money is what I'm picking up. The root of the issue for the masculine is being led by money, or being led by the groins, because it's the root chakra, and we know the whole big problem is the P problem going on. Okay, pH. No, is it pH? Yeah, everybody's pH. Maybe their pH is off. I did not mean to say that. Okay, the beautiful card that we got for them. I didn't pick one for the feminine because there's so much going on with the feminine energy. Now you take what resonates. Feminine and masculine energy is interchangeable. We all have some of it. We all have, yeah, feminine and masculine energy. This type of reading is really like balancing our feminine and masculine sides. Our masculine sides, okay? So this is kind of like what you could just rewind and replay, but this is more like the masculine side of us all. We're in a lot of self-observance right now. Don't forget, we are getting out of a Mercury retrograde, which is rules Virgo, which is the next season coming right around the corner. And Virgo is in the South Node. And we're in a 9-year snake water emotions. And we've been getting emotions a lot too. Remember yesterday's reading? Oh my God, this all, okay, so this is air, the feather. So this goes with the logic and the reasoning, okay? Very Aquarian to me. Thinking outside the box. See, this energy thinks that it could think its way out of problems. Let me show you this one. But the thing is, they're fighting intuitive nudges. This energy, the masculine old energy, fought intuitive nudges. Okay, that's what's going on. So here they are waking up to intuitive nudges. Let me read that after I tell you about the sterling, the air energy. Now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. I don't know why it was so hard for me to say connect. Like, it was like they're not comfortable connecting. They'd rather be in, I guess, in the shadows. I guess because their intuition is waking up at the same time that they're realizing they were too logical. Their intuition is waking up, intuitive nudges. So this is, see, this, they're fighting, wanting to connect because their intuition is waking up. And when your intuition's waking up, so they're like in gratitude here. Look at this prayer stance. So this is what's going on with the masculine. Okay, we're going to get to the feminine in a moment. Let me just finish with this. Intuitive nudges. So they're waking up intuitively. Intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. Okay, let me just tell you something. What's interesting is I stopped there in the middle of that because I got a big flash of my dad talking to me when I was a kid, and he was more nurturing to me, to be honest with you. He was the one that was around, and he was always there, and he kind of forgot I was a child a lot of the time. Like, if you got to see that interview with Mike Tyson and this little girl, that's kind of my dad. Like, my dad was like, not really like that, but he would just give it to me straight. And so I got this intuitive nudge here where, like, it was like the masculine saying to themselves, or they saw the world as it's not safe to dip into this intuitive side. Now, mind you, what's interesting about this memory I just had is that my father, I'm the firstborn child of 6. And he kept going and going and going. He had 4 girls, and then finally he got his 2 boys at the end of his life, towards the end of his life. But I'm the best son he ever had because he raised me like a little man. Yeah. So, it's funny. It's kind of, I don't want to say that, but that's what really the truth is. Amulet. Amulet over here is thunderstone, thunder eggs. I mean, amulet stone, thunder eggs. Ooh, dyslexia, big time. Okay, so here we go. If you ever want to know what dyslexia looks like, it sounds like that was it right there. Okay, so what we have is protection, guidance, travel, and integration. So there's parts of the divine masculine that have been from trauma defragmented. Okay, I talk about that with that Aquarian age. I often talk about that. Aquarius is defragmentation. I don't know if you remember back in the day when we had the old computers, you had a little section where it would say defragment, and then it would put these little pieces together and give you a graph. And it would put it together after it did the work of defragmented. So this is interesting. Let me continue. Travel plans. Okay, but this is about protection, guidance, travel, and integration. So I feel like divine masculine is here integrating parts of their feminine nature and feeling more secure in being intuitive. And for, it's almost like they have to forgive themselves that they weren't intuitive sooner. I'm picking that up because they were logical. Logic was trumping intuition, and it was hurting them. But that's what they learned, like, to suppress this intuition down. You don't need it. You just need logic for the world. Okay, so this is okay, travel plans will soon be on the horizon, my friends. Remember, that's how we ended yesterday's. I think it kind of insinuated, it kind of segued into almost like we're going to have to get a bag and travel. An unexpected opportunity will arise, which will see you preparing to travel to a far away place. The amulet stone offers you protection and guidance while traveling. Wow. While away, you will discover interesting ways of integrating your physical and spiritual life as well as your business and personal life. Ideas and opportunities arise that you will find both rewarding and stimulating. Allow yourself to keep an open heart and mind. Okay, so the masculine energy is being guided to move away from where he's at, far away. He's being guided to move far away from where he's at. Let's get some Palo Santo going. I have an incense stick outside. It's such a beautiful morning. It's gotten cold in the last 24 hours, 48 hours. You guys, it's gotten cold over here, which I'm a Cisco kid, so I like the cold weather. I was born like, woo, I was born like Labor Day weekend. It's like, party, like, you work so hard and then you get to party and then you get Halloween. No, yeah, and then you get Halloween and you party more. You get to have candy, sweet times, sweet things, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas. So this is the kickoff to all those pre-holidays. I'm telling you, right before. So anyway, I don't know why I'm saying that. Okay, so I wasn't happy with this going on here. So I needed more information. I mean, happy or unhappy. I was confused. So we got rulated quartz. Rutilated. I went straight to it because I did mark it. Okay, rutilated quartz reversed. So this is meaning vibrational healing, higher mind, and reconciliation. So this person has been, we just talked about how this is moving away. This person is getting intuitive nudges. They're getting stronger and stronger. Move away, get away from the situation. Give yourself space. Put space between this and whatever thing you're going through. Intuitive nudges, okay? They're praying. I'm so grateful. So grateful for what? We don't know. We're going to leave it. They're very logical, okay? And they're living in the now, and they're being guided to be more self-observant. Okay, and then I didn't read this one to you. Sterling. So let's go back and forth. Starling. But starling, darling. But darling, starling. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but we're going to read it to you. And we are going to get the 411. So starling is a bird that is at ease in both urban and rural areas. The messenger often travels and nests in immense flocks. They're generally talkative birds that have the ability to mimic sounds in their environments and incorporate them into their calls. Their chatter is indicative of a group mind and group behavior. Hive mind we had yesterday. Remember? Ooh. The symbolism of starling is closely tied to the power of community. The yellow beak is springtime, represents energy around the solar plexus chakra and the perception of societal roles and self-esteem. The beak is also associated with having clear communication within the group. So the message the starling gives is, the starling messenger flies and flocks to inspire your social side, Stepping out into the world is the perfect remedy for spending too much time alone or in your head. The energy of group mind is powerful and can be a welcome change. It may be the time to reevaluate your community ties and to find the perfect place to land. Have you been too social, too dependent on the company of others? Create a smaller, more intimate way to connect so that you may receive the gifts of community without the draining of the energy. In all of these circumstances, you are being guided to notice the unique gifts that come through the power of the group. Use your clear communication to connect more deeply and authentically. So the energies is community, group, mind. So this is like a taking action, okay? That's a taking action. This energy is masculine. It's about taking action. It's maybe like what feminine, like you're being too receptive, too hermited, too closed off. And I did get that energy of it doesn't feel good to go out, to connect. It's very uncomfortable. It's coming out of, it's outside of your skin, outside of yourself, outside of your comfort zone. So this is this energy, okay? Let's move it on. I love this energy though, because it's like a brand new energy that's kind of exciting. It's kind of thrilling. It's a go-getter energy. Now we have the divine feminine, my friends. Now this energy was really interesting. We are the light is what came through. Okay, we are the light. Light beings. Okay, this energy is much like as I was pulling them, that the energy I did was really fun right now. I enjoyed it. But this energy, when I was pulling it, right now everything's neutral because like I'm neutral again. But when this energy is intended to be lighter for a long term. So it's almost like that other energy you do for short term. So it's almost like that other energy is instant gratification. Like it gives you lightness of being at a particular time and place because you need it right then and there. It's like getting a hit. It's more of a boundness to it, okay? Like there's something cardinal involved with the other energy because we all have our five senses. So whatever it is, touch, emotion, whatever it is, psychological, with whatever you're bound to, something. And the masculine energy is bound to something. The feminine energy is lightness of being and transforming and always moving, okay? And it has its seasons. It understands the earth. It moves with Mother Gaia. It doesn't try to go opposing Mother Gaia. This is the cycles of the moon and the way that things flourish and blossom in the spring and retreat in the winter, etc. So let's go on. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and the people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. Lovely. Thank you for my likes. So this is Divine Feminine right now in comparison to Divine Masculine. And not one is better than the other, but this is her transition. This is my interpretation of her transition, or what the cards, I'm interpreting the cards of today of what they're telling me, okay? So there's a deep polarity between the two, or this has been in effect in the past, a deep polarity, okay? There's been secrecy in the past, okay? So there's 44. You've been protected from the secrecy. What's interesting is that, like, I talk to my mom a lot about the past because she remembers it much clearer than the current, the present. She's not into the technology, into that. So the past is her safe zone, and we talk about things, and I just go ahead and put a magnifying glass on certain parts of her memory that I am interested in, and she will highlight for me. And what's interesting is as she speaks, of her at that time, the limited amount of knowledge she had moving forward, like in a different country. She came from another country, a third world country, to San Francisco, and it was a very evolving time. And so she tells me like her limited knowledge, and now in retrospect. So it's interesting how she was protected from a lot of the naivety is protection for us, okay? So I feel like Divine Feminine can get angry, like going, oh, they put me in this place, or blah blah blah, but like at the time you were very unaware and almost protected and insulated and put in a bubble. That unaware and not knowing protects us, okay? That's the youthfulness. It's like being malleable and being able to do all kinds of yoga moves, because every day you're daily doing it. You're doing it daily. You are in a good shape. Like being young, that innocence is the protection. That purity is a protection that gives us malleability and flexibility in whatever we do moving in this 3D world. So the ancestors are protecting Divine Feminine right now because she does have like a lightness of being to her that is different than the rest. It's almost like Divine Feminine here is going against the grain. She's surrendering it all. Very feminine. This is the North Node in Pisces, okay? She is living all her lives in one timeline. And her ancients and her definitely her maternal wise ancient ancestors are helping her, okay? Because these were other women who had to go through a lot to get Divine Feminine to where she is now, okay? So here you are, whether you're young or old, this is you, and you are the Green Witch. So you might have herbology, you might have children that you're teaching about. I just felt like another energy where it's generational, where somebody else is going to learn the things that you know, or you are a great teacher and you're going to be teaching others, and you're going to have students and they are going to be teaching others and others, okay? So that's another reflection on that, which is great, because I feel you're getting down some knowledge here. You're getting down some downloads of some healing and manifesting abilities. So what you have to do is surrender to scarcity. Now, this is interesting to me, energy, because with the masculine, okay, when a woman, this is truly for divine feminines who come into this planet with eggs in their ovaries, okay? That's what's really the physical definition of divine feminine. We have an energetic definition of feminine energy. This is really a divine feminine who comes in with ovaries in her, eggs in her ovaries physically. The whole challenge is scarcity. They make you feel like you're a nobody. They make you they make you believe that you're going to get paid less for the same job that a man does, and you can do it better. You can even multitask, because that's a specific anatomical ability that was given to mothers, because spirit knew that we were going to have to take care of the children and do a lot more all at once. And the men were meant to I guess, hunt, and they're, so it's so funny. The way that women come in is they're told that they're less than, but then but all humans come out of a woman. So it's humans, okay, humans. So this is surrender your belief in scarcity. So we have in our DNA as the divine feminine that we're really less, we can't afford this, we can't do that, da 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 da. But once you have children, like if there's something that happens because you're like, how could I have had this child come out of me? Like, this is crazy. 9 months later, I have a whole human being coming out of me. So there's always this abundance, this fertility, and this growth. Okay, maybe you're good with pets, maybe you don't need ovaries, and you're good with animals, and you make animals, but you don't do it for profit. Because I heard something horrific where somebody was like, I think I'm going to breed dogs, and I was like, is that really such a good idea? Everybody wants to source out another genetic gene pool, but they don't. Anyway, that's another side note. So this is about you fighting your own inability to believe in yourself and to say, I can produce, I can manifest, because I was always born, I'm fertile. I came into this world to be fertile. I am always going to be fertile and producing and making things. So there's this big mental block going on, okay? Because you're gonna have to kick it up and become that badass witch, okay? The hedge witch here. Her wisdom, secret, and hidden lore. So they're telling you to rank, pump it up, pump up the volume, pump that music, and become the unicorn, the golden unicorn, protector, guardian. You're protected. You have your unicorn with you. Your unicorn is on play right now. You snap your fingers. Where do you want to go? Let's do it. So you have this power. The horse. Okay, there might be year of the horse. Got this week. I was thinking of my year of the horse boss, who is amazing. That's a whole nother story. I got to bring him. He is amazing. I got to contact this man. But this is a unicorn. And so you're protected. There's a hedge of angels protection. There's a unicorn that's always on guard. You are assigned guardian people, entities, angels, spirituals, elementals, and fairies. Everything is assigned for your protection right now. They are so on guard, okay? So that you might be frustrated because things are at a lull, divine feminine. And if you're mothers, I'm sure there is no lull, but like your spirit, we're talking about the spiritual growth right now, because when you're a mother, you kind of have to go into the 3D because your children are so involved with the 3D. If you're a good mother, you're very entrenched in that, and I wish you well. But you can come back to this when you finish your day. But surrender to frustration, it says. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a deep breath. Whew. Monday morning just started. Let's do another one. Three. One more. In the nose, closed mouth, out the mouth. What is so important is We had the moon in Gemini yesterday. I don't know if it is today. I don't know the degree. But a lot of this, Gemini rules the lungs. So when you take a deep breath, it is also a heart chakra energy, Raphael, green energy. You need to center, and she's putting her hand on her heart. So there needs to be these very intentional moments of breathing and getting yourself back in your body. A lot of that, okay? Again, if you're not again, but if you're at work, you know, you're probably going to have, it's just going to, I don't know why they're saying this, but what's going on here is you're going to have to surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. You are energized, happy. This is weird. As an empath, my whole life empath for many decades, and lifetimes, I feel like sometimes I could be like at a really good space, and then boom, something will happen with my body, and it will be like and I know I'm aging, you know, I know my hormones are getting up there, but you know, the thing is, like, I got this recently where I was fine, and I go, where could this energy be? Like, what the heck? Like, it stops you dead in your tracks energy, okay? That's what you could be at peace, but it stops you dead in your tracks energy. And this energy is a bit cumbersome, okay? If I allowed this energy to get into my mental realm, I leave it in my physical realm because I know how to take care of my ailments quite quickly. Or quite, yeah, I'm very knowledgeable about, you know, things. You could be very knowledgeable about, like, how to cure your family, your kids, yourself. And you know, there's you Google everything now too, but so you can do this. But the thing is, like, don't let it get into your mental realm, and don't let it disrupt your meditation this week, okay? This week is a very important week, or today, because we're doing it on Monday, Monday. We're having the new moon in Virgo. New moon in Virgo, the south node in Virgo. So if you can overcome, so south node is all the things that you need to overcome, okay? All the things you need to get rid of. It was from a past life. It's not serving you in this purposeful now life. So you need to get rid of, like, we'll have to go about Virgo. Virgo is your daily task. Virgo is your about good hygiene, good health, bathing, okay, being clean, organizing. When you want to reach for something, you can find it, okay? Virgo is about in the now. It has to do with your pets. These are all Virgo themes, okay? So the new moon is in Virgo. So these are all good things. Take care of your pets. Take them for a checkup. Get them bathed. Get them cleansed. You know, do a pet day. Like, you know, I don't know how they do that. Just pet paw day. You know, whatever. You could take them to the places. There's one around the corner for me, or you could do it at home. But there might be some stuff about animals coming out, which I'm not getting very good stuff. But ouch. They want you to dream. 28. Visions, trance, and apparitions. They want you to dream, okay? They want you to meditate. They want you to be very, I'm feeling that proverb, guard your heart. So they want you to guard your heart, okay? They want you to, like, pour into yourself so you can hear your ancestors better. I saw stillness, pause, and delicacy. So these are, like, very inward. So this is, yeah, that's another energy. Virgo is a hermit. Okay, so, like, they study a lot. They hermit their energy. They're in isolation. So you're in a very deep, transformative energy, Divine Feminine, this week. Because you're going to come out the hedge witch out of this. You're going to be that bad bitch when you come out of it, okay? But you're in it now to transform. So and that's where you need to be very protected of your energy, okay? So there might be witches wanting to transfer their energy, but, you know, whatever. Screw them, light a candle, and pray for your, and you know, honor your ancestors. They will protect you because they're definitely on guard. So nothing's really going to come in and take this from you if you're in isolation and stillness. It's that birthing time. That it's like that baby coming out. You don't know what's inside the belly. So they want you to surrender to play. Okay, so they want you to just enjoy your time on your own. Isolation, stillness, pausing, being very meditative, reflective. There's secrecy here, okay? There's a secret. You don't tell people your business. They don't want you. They want you to figure this out. They're going to give you the downloads. They're going to give you the map. They're going to give you the blueprint if you just chill, okay? I'm going to put all these away because I'm getting guided to show you like this. So go and tend to yourself, tend to your children, tend to your husband, tend to your family. This is not about extending yourself too much, okay? You only extend yourself so you can imagine the possibilities and expand your minds, expand your spirit, not for anyone else but you, okay? Take a break from overthinking a goal, do something fun. So maybe like if the kids are in school, you can finally relax. Like maybe I feel like some of you are like, oh, I can finally go out, walk the dog, and just me and buddy. Okay, here we go. We have this excellent energy that's here. Okay, you will be, like I said, you will be coming out different after this energy. Okay, you're shape shifting right now. You are you are the shapeshifter. Okay, my friends. So this is what's going on. You're going to be transforming. Oh, I'm spinning. Sorry. I'm so excited. Transforming. You have primal wisdom and instinct. Okay, so this is you becoming the caterpillar. You're in the metamorphosis right now. Okay, so you're going to be this bad bitch, but right now you are the shapeshifter, and no one can see this. They're not really allowed to see this because you are the elven touch, recovery, comeback, and revival. So this is going in with this. These energies are so crazy because they're like so much alike. So there's a lot of gray zone here, okay? We're defragmented again, and we're coming back together. And we do this in isolation. When the baby is being born, you know, mommy has to be happy. Mommy has to see good things from her eyes, you know, so all her senses. So baby can come out healthy, happy, and well. This is like an incubation period because you will be that white swan, okay? You will be that white swan. And I swear, this is so crazy, the energy for divine feminine. The power of divine grace is within you. So this is, you were beat down, okay? You were torn apart. You were left for dead, okay? They ran up a train and a, you know, corporate truck, who knows, on you. And they did the most. You're still coming out full of grace, my love. You're still coming out full of grace. That's what they want you to know. Ultimately, they couldn't break you. And we did talk about that. And they try, and they try, and they try. So you are now at this surrender to effortlessness place. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. The river. That's Oshun energy, okay? Honey, bees, sunflowers. You can honor Oshun. You could put some roses into the ocean or the river. I don't know, but this is beautiful energy where you don't even really have to do anything. You can just give thanks, light a candle. This is such docile, gentile, beautiful energy. And you're going to surrender to your inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet, meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too. You can also call in your divine counterpart with this technique, the inner peace technique. Others will feel your good vibes and your life will flow more easily. So this is beautiful energy that Divine Feminine has this week that is available to you should you choose to embrace this energy and walk this path. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to interpret the energy and give it to you. There's our timelines that some of us are going through, and we will enjoy this week. We will enjoy it. Thank you very much, Spirit. Thank you for the gifts. I will enjoy it. So there's a huge transformation. They don't want you to transform. They wanted to break you down. They wanted to keep you, you know, I was going to say 10 feet under, 6 feet under, whatever it is, but they really went for it. They don't know who you're going to be. You're the caterpillar coming out, this beautiful, gorgeous butterfly, and they don't know where you're popping up. You have grace, though. You're going to be graceful no matter what you do. And Spirit saw that, okay? So this is the third day of abundance and joy. Lakshmi, the festival's coming up at the October-November portal. So I would say this is Lakshmi, Oshun, a lot of goddess, divine goddess energy. And you are the light, my beautiful goddesses. So thank you so much for being here. Have a fun day. Have a fun night, day, week. I'll connect soon. You can catch me here. I'd love to have you be part of the tribe. I do it daily. Sometimes it's oracle, sometimes it's tarot. And much love and light. Take care. Blessings. And then you can join the tribe as well as a member. Video being posted up soon. Thank you. Blessings.